Hey there, in today's video we're going to be talking about what to do when you don't get awarded the grant. Now let's just get this out of the way right at the top. No one wins them all, not one single person. I want you to know that. But that initial rejection can really sting, right? It can be devastating. You worked so hard on this application only to find out that you didn't win, and it can be especially hurtful when you know that the resources and the money that you were applying for are so desperately needed and it just didn't work out in your favor. So what do we do? How do we handle not winning a grant award? Let's talk about it. There can be many reasons why your proposal was unsuccessful. Some of those reasons may have absolutely nothing to do with the proposal at all. And it doesn't necessarily mean that your work is subpar or flawed or anything like that. But whatever the reason, how can we learn from this experience? And how can we ensure that we're putting our best foot forward for next time? The first thing that I recommend when discovering that you have not won a grant award is to understand that it is okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry if that's what you need to do. It's totally okay and understandable. You put your blood, sweat, and tears possibly into this proposal and it didn't pan out. I think it's okay to be free to feel all of your emotions, but afterwards, know that rejection is not the end of the story. Also understand that it's never personal. Grant funders review dozens, maybe even hundreds of applications, and there's many reasons why yours could have been rejected that, again, have nothing to do with you. So give yourself some grace. Be free to feel all of your emotions, but now it's time to come up with a game plan. So after we've gotten all the feels out of the way, the next thing that you want to do is reach out and thank the grant funder. I know you may not feel like doing it at the moment, but you really want to reach out, say thank you. You want to maintain that positive relationship because you never know what could happen in the future. So always say thank you. Next would be to ask for feedback. Ask the grant funder for the reasons why your proposal was not awarded, and understand that you may not always get this information. Some funders just will not provide it. But if you can get it, you'll be able to glean a lot of valuable information on how you can improve your proposal for the next round of funding. Lastly, we want to look for ways that we can improve. So circle back to your proposal, read through it again. Perhaps there were areas that were a bit weak or unclear, confusing. Maybe the budget just didn't add up. It was confusing, right? Circle back, read through, look for ways that you can tighten up and strengthen some of those areas. This is also a really good time to circle back to your funding strategy and consider other sources of funding. We never want to put all of our eggs in one grant funder basket, right? So if you've completed a funding strategy, which is the roadmap for how to fund your programs and projects, over the next year and some change, then you should have multiple other options that you can start to pursue. The key is really to never give up. Rejection can honestly be your best teacher if you can use it to your advantage and learn all you can from the experience. So I want to hear from you. What tips do you have for when you don't win the grant award? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more grant writing content and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of future videos. We'll see you next time.